If you have a Speediance home gym device, you may want to look into the new extender belt, which allows you to do some exercises with a bit more comfort as the cable isn't going across your arms, and it can help with getting into some exercises or out of some exercises a bit safer. Now do know, I saw this on the Speediance website and reached out to them directly as I do have a contact over there to send this over to me for a review. So I did get this product for free in order to review on this channel. If you do go ahead and use the link in the description, a commission will go back to GamerBody to continue making videos just like this one. But with that, let's take a look at the Speediance extender belt. Overall, it is just what it sounds like, an extender that connects to the cables on your machine. So what I like to do is actually just hook it up to the cable and to the handles. You could also hook it up to the bar if you'd like to, but I found that the best movements to do this with are mostly pressing options. The extenders give you about 16 additional inches to work with, and because they are more of a fabric than the actual cable, it can lie across your arms without leaving that mark or that line from the cable through it. This is especially noticeable when doing things like overhead pressing with the handles, or if you're doing a bench press. That's where I feel this the most, but it helps remove that from being something that happens during your workout. But the main reason I was looking into it was that I was looking for some additional safety options when getting into a chest press exercise. So for example, if I'm using my flat bench and I want to get into the exercise, normally I have to reach all the way down to the ground, pull the cable, which does have some tension, up to my lying position before I can actually activate it. If I accidentally activate the weights, I'd be pulled straight back down to the ground. Now also, when you're getting out of the exercise, if you ever have it where the machine fails to take off the resistance, you basically just have to kind of let the weights go or kind of have your arms fall all the way back to the ground in order to get rid of it. Where with these, you get that additional 16 inches to have the cabling go back down to the knob where it reaches the bottom platform, thus allowing it not to pull your arm all the way back to the ground, again, providing some additional safety measures. And this was something I actually had back with the Vitruvian V-Form trainer, where they had safety connectors, which are essentially the same thing as this, but in those they didn't also have the additional option of not giving you those red marks with the cables across your arms. So there is an additional benefit for this one, but I wanted to go over that. The main reason I picked it for wanting to do a review was for that additional safety when getting into exercises such as chest presses. So in testing, it does work rather well. The exercises I primarily tested out were things like the chest press with a bench. I also tried standing overhead pressing, as that is one that I feel it the most, especially when the cable rubs across my arms. So when it comes to removing the uncomfortable cable across the arms, I think this is a very good option for you if that is a problem for you in some of your exercises. This also works with the standing chest pressing, as that would also have the cable come all the way across from behind your body over your arms. So you definitely want it for an exercise like that. Now, when it comes to safety, this does a pretty good job as well. That additional 16 inches you get when doing either a lying chest press or standing one makes it so I feel more comfortable getting into the starting position of the exercise without feeling like I'm going to be thrown all the way back into the machine in case something does go wrong, like the machine won't get rid of the resistance. So again, there are some definitely pros to this, but the main issue I run into is always going to be the number one thing with this product, and that is going to be the price of these additional accessories. So for this Speediance extender belt, it's coming in, as of shooting this video, at $89.99, or rounded up to $90. That to me is absolutely ridiculous. For an accessory like this, it is made of just like standard, like everyday fabric that you would have, with just a couple cable attachments, and that's about it. So I'm really getting sick of the price of a lot of the accessories from Speediance. I do love the device and what they're offering, but I hope they just add this into a bundle and maybe not raise the price too much of that bundle as well. Really, for the price tag, you should be getting everything this offers, like the additional accessories, including the extender belts. I think they have like a new squat belt as well, and the barbell hook should all just come with the device. I know maybe people lose them and need to buy them again, but the price to buy these separately is just so high, in my opinion, that they need to figure out a way to manufacture these at a cheaper cost for the consumer, because you're already paying a very high price for the Speediance itself. But outside the price, I do think these are a very good option. If money isn't an option for you, go ahead and spend the $90 or so to get this little upgrade if you already have one of the Speediance devices from before, and I think it can improve your setup quite a bit, at least with certain pressing movements. But if you're not really having a problem with safety and getting set up, or having any issue with the cable across your arms, I would just stay clear of this and just keep doing what you are doing. Again, it's more of just a bonus on top of what the Speediance already has, but there's nothing too fancy about it otherwise. So again, I'm really only using it for a handful of exercise at the most. But again, if it's annoying you that much or you really want to improve the safety, then you maybe look into getting this product, or potentially even looking at something similar elsewhere. But those are my thoughts on the Speediance extender belt. Yes, I do think it is a good product. I just think it's way overpriced as normal. But other than that, take a look at my full Speediance Gym Monster review if you haven't done so already, and I'll be making a full year review in the coming weeks.